Welcome to the Deep Dive. Today, we're diving into the world of luxury fashion, exploring the captivating history of Gucci. You've requested we uncover the secrets behind this iconic brand, and well, we've got some amazing sources to help us do just that.
It's a story full of you won't believe it twists and turns.
Oh, I bet.
From, humble beginnings to global domination,
Yeah.
family feuds, near bankruptcy, and an incredible resurrection.
I've always been curious about what led Guccio Gucci to this world of luxury. I mean, he wasn't born into it, was he?
Not at all. Guccio was born in 1881 in Florence, Italy, to a modest family.
Okay.
But there's this pivotal moment in his early life
Yeah.
that kind of plants the seed for his future empire.
Okay.
As a young man, he leaves Italy for London and finds himself working as a porter at the Savoy Hotel.
The Savoy. Wow. I mean, that's not just any hotel.
Right.
It was a haven for the elite, a place where opulence was just woven into the walls.
Exactly. And it's in this environment, surrounded by the wealthy and their, exquisite belongings, that Guccio develops an eye for detail, a fascination with craftsmanship, particularly in leather goods. He witnesses firsthand the quality and artistry of these luxury items, and, well, it ignites a spark in him.
So he returns to Florence in the early 1900s with this passion.
Yes.
And starts learning the craft from the best, right?
He does. Guccio hones his skills with local leather manufacturers, immersing himself in the world of fine Italian craftsmanship.
Uh-huh.
And in 1921, he takes a leap of faith, opens his first shop in Florence.
Wow.
He focuses on what he knows best, leather goods, initially specializing in equestrian equipment.
Ah, that's where the iconic horsebit motif comes from. I've always wondered about that.
It's brilliant, isn't it?
Yeah.
The horsebit isn't just a decorative element.
Right.
It's deeply rooted in the brand's origins and speaks to a sense of heritage, quality, and a connection to the equestrian world. Guccio understood the power of symbolism, and the horsebit became this visual shorthand for the values he wanted his brand to represent.
It's amazing how such a seemingly simple symbol
I know.
can carry so much meaning.
Absolutely. And it resonated with his clientele. Gucci attracted this discerning, wealthy clientele who appreciated that unique blend of English elegance and Italian craftsmanship.
They were drawn to the quality,
Yes.
the attention to detail.
And that subtle nod to equestrian heritage, of course.
Then comes World War II, a time of, upheaval and scarcity.
Yes,
I imagine that presented some serious challenges for a luxury brand like Gucci.
it did. Materials were rationed, leather was hard to come by, and traditional luxury was in many ways put on hold.
Right.
But this is where we see Gucci's resilience and adaptability shine through.
Really?
They refused to compromise on style, but knew they had to innovate.
So what did they do?
They turned to alternative materials, like hemp, to create their products. It's a testament to their creativity and willingness to adapt to these challenging circumstances.
Yeah.
And perhaps even more importantly, it demonstrates a core value that would define Gucci's future, the ability to reinvent themselves without sacrificing their core identity.
That's a crucial insight.
Yeah.
So while other brands might have faltered during the war, Gucci used it as an opportunity to innovate and, in a way, strengthen their brand.
Exactly. They emerged from the war with this renewed sense of purpose and a deeper understanding of their own adaptability.
And it's that very adaptability that would serve them well
Yeah,
as they faced future challenges.
sure.
Sadly, Gucci passed away in 1953.
He did.
But his legacy lived on through his sons.
Yes, it did.
Didn't it?
It did. Aldo, Vasco, and Rodolfo, each with their unique talents and perspectives, stepped in to guide the brand. And that same year, they made a bold move, one that would change Gucci's trajectory forever.
Okay.
They opened their first store in the United States, right in the heart of New York City.
That's a major step. Was America ready for Gucci?
America and the world were about to fall in love with Gucci.
Wow.
The 1960s and 70s
Yeah.
saw the brand's popularity just explode.
I can imagine.
Think Jackie Kennedy, Grace Kelly, Elizabeth Taylor, all sporting Gucci, solidifying its image as the epitome of Hollywood glamour and, jet set chic.
It feels like everything they touched turned to gold during those decades.
It really does.
The iconic GG logo was introduced in the 1960s, wasn't it?
It was.
Yeah.
And that logo, simple yet undeniably elegant, became an instant symbol of luxury and exclusivity. It was everywhere, adorning handbags, belts, shoes, and solidifying Gucci's position as a global fashion powerhouse.
But And there's often, but in these stories of success, I've read that behind the scenes things weren't as harmonious as they seemed.
That's true. While Gucci was enjoying this unprecedented success on the global stage, a storm was brewing within the family.
Oh, no.
As the second generation took the reins, disagreements emerged about the brand's direction, and internal conflicts began to, well, cast a shadow over the company's future.
So here we have this iconic brand enjoying phenomenal success, and yet internally, it's starting to unravel. Family businesses, huh? They're notoriously complex.
Well, they are.
What were some of the key issues that led to Gucci's decline in the 80s?
Well, it was a combination of factors, really.
Okay.
You had different family members pulling in different directions,
Right.
each with their own vision for the brand's future.
I see.
That led to, disagreements
Yeah,
over design, marketing, and expansion strategies.
makes sense.
There was also a sense that Gucci had become too widely available. They'd overextended themselves with licensing agreements and a vast product range, diluting the brand's exclusivity and prestige.
It's a classic case of growing too fast too soon and losing sight of what made the brand special in the first place.
Precisely. And as the brand's prestige diminished,
Yeah.
so did its financial performance.
Of course.
Gucci was bleeding money, and by the early 90s, they were on the brink of bankruptcy. It was a truly precarious situation. In a dramatic turn of events, Maurizio Gucci, Guccio's grandson, and the last family member to hold a controlling stake, sold his remaining shares in 1993.
And of course, we can't forget the tragic story of Maurizio's assassination in 1995, orchestrated by his ex-wife, Patrizia Reggiani.
Oh, right.
It was a shocking scandal
It was.
that further tarnished the Gucci image.
It's a dark chapter in the Gucci saga, and a stark reminder of the, complexities and at times the destructive nature of family dynamics, especially when intertwined with business.
It's hard to imagine a brand coming back from all of that.
I know, right?
Yet against all odds, Gucci is about to stage one of the most remarkable comebacks in fashion history.
Yeah.
Enter Tom Ford.
Ah, yes. Tom Ford. His arrival at Gucci in 1994 was a pivotal moment.
Yeah.
He was brought in to be the creative director, and he wasted no time in shaking things up.
He's often referred to as the Hitman, sent in to revitalize the brand. What made his vision so revolutionary for Gucci?
Ford understood that Gucci needed a radical transformation, a complete reimagining of its image.
Right.
He introduced a new aesthetic that was, provocative, sexy, and unapologetically glamorous.
Okay.
Think sleek silhouettes, bold colors, luxurious fabrics, a touch of 70s vintage, and a healthy dose of sex appeal.
Wow.
It was a complete departure from the tired, overbranded Gucci of the late 80s, and it immediately captured the attention of the fashion world.
His designs were one thing, but his advertising campaigns were equally groundbreaking, weren't they?
Absolutely.
They were bold, provocative, sometimes even controversial, but they certainly got people talking.
Absolutely. Ford's marketing genius was just as important as his design talent. He understood the power of image and created campaigns that were visually stunning, often pushing boundaries and challenging conventional notions of luxury.
Gucci was suddenly cool again.
Yeah.
Edgy.
And aspirational.
He created this aura of desire, almost a sense of danger around the brand.
Exactly. And while Ford was working his magic on the creative side, there was another key player behind the scenes orchestrating Gucci's resurgence. Domenico De Sole, the CEO.
They were quite the power duo, weren't they?
Indeed. De Sole is the business mastermind behind Gucci's revival.
Okay.
He brought much-needed discipline and structure to the company,
Right.
focusing on quality control, streamlining production, and implementing smart financial strategies.
So together,
Yeah.
Ford and De Sole
Right.
formed a formidable partnership, one that would propel Gucci back to the top of the luxury world.
Absolutely.
But even with Ford and De Sole at the helm, they needed the backing of a strong financial partner, right?
You're right. In 1999, the French luxury group Kering, then known as PPR, acquired a controlling stake in Gucci. This move provided the brand with the financial stability and resources it needed to solidify its position as a global luxury leader. It was the final piece of the puzzle,
Wow.
allowing Gucci to truly flourish.
So from the brink of collapse to a billion-dollar powerhouse.
I know, it's remarkable.
What an incredible turnaround.
It is.
But the fashion world is notoriously fickle.
Oh, it is.
How has Gucci managed to remain relevant in the decades since its revival?
That's the truly remarkable part of the Gucci story. They've understood that reinvention is not a one-time event, but an ongoing process.
Yeah.
Even after Tom Ford departed in 2004, Gucci continued to evolve under new creative directors.
I think a lot of people associate Gucci's more recent success with Alessandro Michele, who took over as creative director in 2015.
Michel's impact on Gucci has been undeniable.
Yeah.
He brought a completely fresh perspective to the brand,
Okay.
embracing a more eclectic, romantic, and inclusive aesthetic.
Interesting.
Michele Gucci is a celebration of individuality, diversity, and self-expression.
His designs are often described as maximalist, a stark contrast to the minimalism that dominated fashion for so long.
Exactly. Michel's vision was a bold departure, and it resonated with a new generation of luxury consumers who are looking for brands that reflect their own unique identities and values.
It seems like Gucci has managed to strike that delicate balance, honoring its heritage while embracing innovation and staying ahead of the curve.
That's the key to their enduring success.
Right.
They've understood that a luxury brand can't just rely on its past. It needs to constantly evolve to surprise its audience and to offer something truly unique and compelling.
It's a fascinating story of resilience, reinvention, and the power of a brand to adapt to changing times.
It really is.
But we can't ignore the challenges that Gucci and indeed the entire luxury are facing in the modern era.
You're right. The world has changed dramatically since Gucci opened his first shop in Florence.
For sure.
Consumers are more discerning, more informed, and more demanding than ever before.
And there are new expectations around sustainability, ethics, and social responsibility that luxury brands can't ignore.
Absolutely. We'll explore those challenges in more detail in the final part of our deep dive. We'll look at how Gucci is navigating these complex issues and what the future holds for this iconic brand as it enters a new chapter in its remarkable story.
We've explored Gucci's incredible journey, from its humble beginnings to its global dominance. But as we all know, the fashion world never stands still.
It doesn't.
What are some of the biggest challenges Gucci faces today as it tries to maintain its position as a leader in luxury?
Well, one of the most pressing issues for any luxury brand today is sustainability.
Right.
Consumers are becoming increasingly aware of the environmental and social impact of their purchases.
Yeah.
And they're demanding more transparency and ethical practices from the brands they support.
So it's not just about looking good anymore. It's about doing good, too.
Right.
Is Gucci taking this shift in consumer values seriously?
They're certainly making efforts to address these concerns.
Okay.
They've launched several initiatives aimed at, reducing their environmental footprint, from using more sustainable materials and reducing waste in their production processes to supporting reforestation projects and investing in renewable energy.
It sounds like they're trying to walk the walk, not just talk the talk.
They are.
But luxury, by its very nature, often involves consumption and exclusivity.
It does.
How do they reconcile that with this growing demand for sustainability?
That's the challenge, isn't it?
Yeah.
They need to demonstrate that luxury can be both beautiful and responsible.
Right.
For example, Gucci has been experimenting with, circular economy principles,
Okay.
where products are designed to be reused, repaired, or recycled, reducing their overall impact.
That's fascinating. Can you give us an example of how Gucci is actually implementing those circular economy principles?
Certainly. One example is their Gucci Off the Grid collection, which uses recycled, organic, bio-based, and sustainably sourced materials. The collection is designed with, durability and longevity in mind, encouraging repair and reuse. They've also partnered with platforms like The Real Real to promote the resale of pre-owned Gucci items, giving them a second life and keeping them out of landfills.
That's a really smart approach.
It is.
It aligns with the idea that true luxury should be timeless and enduring, not disposable.
Precisely. It's about shifting the mindset from fast fashion to mindful consumption.
Yeah.
And Gucci is also addressing the social responsibility aspect of sustainability.
Okay.
They've implemented programs to ensure fair labor practices throughout their supply chain and are supporting initiatives to empower women and promote diversity within the fashion industry.
It sounds like they're making a genuine effort to align their business practices with these evolving values.
Yeah.
But beyond sustainability, what other challenges are on Gucci's radar?
Well, the luxury market is becoming increasingly globalized.
Right.
New markets are emerging, particularly in Asia, with consumers who have different tastes and expectations. Gucci needs to adapt its offerings and marketing strategies to appeal to these diverse audiences while maintaining its core brand identity.
So it's a delicate balancing act,
It is.
appealing to a broader, more diverse market without losing that sense of exclusivity that defines a luxury brand.
Exactly.
Right.
They need to find ways to resonate with these new consumers without alienating their existing customer base.
Makes sense?
And of course, let's not forget the, ever-evolving digital landscape,
Right.
which has fundamentally changed the way we shop and interact with brands.
Gucci has been a leader in embracing digital platforms, haven't they? I mean, they've been very active on social media and have even experimented with virtual fashion and augmented reality experiences.
They have.
Yeah.
And they need to continue to innovate in this space.
Mm.
Consumers, especially younger generations, are looking for brands that offer engaging digital experiences.
Right.
It's no longer enough to just have a beautiful website or a strong social media presence. Brands need to create these immersive, interactive experiences that, well, capture the imagination and foster a sense of community.
So it's not just about selling products anymore.
Yeah.
It's about creating a world, an experience, a community that people want to be a part of.
Exactly. Gucci has done a brilliant job of weaving storytelling and a sense of community into their digital strategy. They've collaborated with artists, musicians, and influencers, creating content that goes beyond traditional advertising and truly resonates with their target audience.
It seems like
Yeah.
they've embraced the idea that luxury is not just about material possessions.
Right.
It's about experiences, emotions, and self-expression.
Absolutely.
It's fascinating to see how Gucci has managed to navigate these complex challenges while remaining true to its core values of creativity, craftsmanship, and innovation.
It really is a testament to their ability to adapt and evolve.
Yeah.
Gucci has gone from a small leather goods shop in Florence to a global icon, weathering storms and emerging stronger each time.
We started this deep dive wanting to understand what makes Gucci so special.
Right.
And it's clear that their story goes far beyond fashion.
It does.
It's a story of ambition, resilience, and the enduring power of a brand to capture our imaginations and inspire us to dream.
And it's a story that's still being written.
Yeah.
It'll be fascinating to see how Gucci continues to navigate the, ever-changing landscape of luxury and what the next chapter holds for this iconic brand.
As we wrap up this deep dive, we'd love to leave you with a thought to ponder.
Okay.
What role does luxury play in your life? Is it about the products themselves, or is it something more? Something about aspiration, self-expression, or maybe even a connection to history and heritage? We'll leave you to explore that question further. Until next time, keep diving deep.